Good day. My name is Sibongile Kamusoko. I serve as the Dean of Students at the National University of Science and Technology. I would like to congratulate you for being selected to come and study at NUST. I would also like to congratulate your parents for supporting you and making sure that you got all the things that you needed so that you could pass and come and join us at NUST. So we have a lot of things that we do at NUST. I work with a team of professionals. We provide the support services for you that will help you balance your academic life and also your social life. Prior to COVID-19, we had planned for sessions that were going to include your parents or your guardians. We feel that it is necessary that parents are made aware, of the services that we have at NUST, especially when they are sending their loved ones. That transition from home or from school to a university is very, very important and very crucial and can be overwhelming to a young person. So now that COVID has stopped us from that, we are still wishing that parents could also log in and find out answers to questions that they may have. And this app is going to be able to be in constant information, and you can always update the knowledge that you want. And then we are always also going to put updates on the app so that at any time you have ready answers. And any announcements that we may have as a division or also as the university, we then have to, you can go to the app and get the information. Our top priority is to make sure that we graduate a student who is well-rounded, who is ready to face the challenges that are ahead of them. By that, I mean we need to have a student who will be able to engage in activities that are on campus, seek support services, because we know that if we don't engage students, they are likely to be dropouts. The services that we provide, we are already targeting 7 dimensions of your health and wellness. We look at the academic, first of all. We make sure that academically you are well supported. If there are problems within your academics, we are there to help you and perhaps even intervene in situations where you need us to do that. So we make sure that you register on time, and also you make sure that you are keeping your target, you are consulting with the SARs in your department, and you are well advised, because we've had situations where people will come into a program and then they are not aware of what they're supposed to do. Secondly, we then look at your physical, okay? By that I'm looking at your health, okay, your physical health. We have a clinic on campus, and we do have a medical aid that takes care of you. The nursing sister is going to be able to give you more information on that, on our medical aid scheme, and also the times. We also have a sessional doctor who comes 3 times a week. So all that is meant to support you, your health and your wellness as well. After that, we look at your social, because you spend a lot of the time in the classrooms, and with this new COVID, you probably will be on your computer all day. We make sure that at least we have opportunities that you can socialize with other people, engage, and unwind. Because if you don't unwind, then we'll have a system where we'll have a problem of having people who then have a problem with balancing their events or their activities. So we think it's very important to balance your activities. We also have occupational careers, that where we try and prepare you. There is a Department of Careers here that tries to prepare you for your graduate work when you're done, either to pursue graduate studies or to engage in work employment, or also to go for your attachment. So we have our office here it's very open for you. And sometimes when we have students who are needy, we also have plans of engaging them in employment, simple employment, so, so that they are able to meet their needs. But I think the career officer would talk more about that and let you know exactly what he does and where you can find him. And then we have the chaplaincy for your spiritual needs. Okay, I know some people come from different homes and they're probably worried about what will happen, and maybe parents are saying, is my child going to be able to go to church or engage or find some other people that worship with them? Our chaplain is going to talk more about that, how you can be involved with other, with other students. We have a group on campus, and we can also connect you because we have pastors we work with who can also help you connect with your churches. Or if you don't have a church home, they will make sure that they recruit you. But the pastor is going to talk more about that. So when we come to another wellness issue that is really problematic, a lot of people, when they leave home, there are mixed emotions, Sometimes you're homesick. Sometimes the program that you picked is probably becoming overwhelming and difficult, and then you can't balance your time, and you can't concentrate, and you don't know what to do. So, we have our counselors who are able to talk to you about your plans and map out a strategy that you can have and you can follow so that you are engaged all the time, so that you are not dropping out. We've had several cases of students who committed suicide. One was here on campus. Our regret was that we never knew what the problem was. So if you have any problems or any issues, no matter how big or small, please visit our counseling office, and then our counselors will talk more about that. And then you'll have emotional support as well. Some of the things are really going to be covered by my colleagues. Pandemic has left a lot of things very, very difficult for us. As we embark on this year, we're not sure how the year is going to turn out, but what we're looking at here is that, we don't want you to be alone or to be isolated. We want you to be engaged on campus life. We are going to be using online most of the time. So please, we think that, if we are together, connected, you must stay connected. If you're not connected, then you're going to find yourself alone. And please, I know we have bundles and data and things that make life impossible, but there's certain information that you really need to interact with. We will be posting our Ordinance 30, which really are the do's and don'ts of what you can do in campus. We don't want you to find yourself in trouble and then say you didn't know. So when we have it, please, can you make sure that you go through it? It has all the regulations that students are supposed to follow. I wish you a happy journey at NUST, and looking forward to the 4 or 5 years that you're going to be here, that they're going to be fruitful, and then you graduate and be ready to face the world.
My name is Charlie Ncube. I'm the Career Guidance and Student Employment Officer under the Division of Student Affairs. My role is to connect students to the world of work, as well as connect them with the world of business, be it entrepreneurship purposes or part-time job, graduate learnership, industrial attachment, while they are still here at NUST. We organize a number of career public lectures and career workshops to cover topics like CV preparation, cover letter preparation, as well as other areas like career redirection, so as to prepare our students for the world of work. They are looking for a complete student, a complete or a comprehensive graduate, if I may put it that way. In other words, to them, a degree on its own is not enough. A well-prepared CV, a winning CV is not enough. But they want a student who can go beyond that, who knows the soft skills, who can deal with the soft skills like communication, both the listening and speaking, time management, things like team management, teamwork, and so on and so forth. This is a comprehensive or a complete graduate that the employer is looking for. We carry out mock interviews. These mock interviews actually prepare our graduates and the undergraduates for the world of work. We prepare them for that. But as you put it, for post-COVID-19 era, we also train our students to conduct these interviews on virtual platforms like Zoom conferencing, Skype, and the like. This is how we prepare them for the post-COVID-19 era. And that era, that new normal, also demands that the students should also be visible on virtual platforms or online platforms like LinkedIn and so on. So we also prepare them for that eventuality, because we are already in that era, post-COVID-19 era. There are a number of activities that we do. The other one is we organize a career fair. In this career fair, this is like a student-employer interactive platform. Students have the opportunity to talk to the prospective employer. They have the opportunity to get the on-the-spot advisement, job advisement, as to when to apply, how to apply, for industrial attachment perhaps, for graduate learnership, or even for part-time jobs. So these interactive platforms are used to connect the student to the prospective employer, and they have proven to be very effective. You are the reason why we are here. So we are at your disposal, you NUST students. Please make use of us. You are free to come to our offices anytime during working hours. If you want to get more, you can come to our offices, for example, WG 12, under the Division of Student Affairs. And my email address, if you want that as well, is charlie.ncube@nust.ac.zw, all in small cap. And you can also use the NUST line, and the extension is 2482. Remember, you NUST student, career planning begins with you. Don't limit your challenges. Challenge your limits.
My name is Rejoice Ngwenya, the nursing sister at NUST Clinic, and I've been working at the NUST Clinic for the past 4 years. The role of the clinic is to maintain an optimal health of students to the best of our ability. NUST Clinic is an accredited outpatient clinic with a staff complement of 4 registered nurses, 1 sessional doctor, and an ambulance technician. A full-time registered undergraduate student who is eligible to seek health services at the clinic. All students subscribe to a health care fund which is managed by Minerva. Students are required to produce a valid membership card and a student identity when seeking treatment. And students come in on a walk-in basis and by appointment should they need to be seen by the medical practitioner. Details of the medical aid benefits will be availed to them upon registration. Services available at the clinic include consultation services for both acute and chronic cases, health information, HIV testing services, OI and antiretroviral therapy, dispensing of drugs, specimen collection, and referral to specialist field. The clinic is situated at the main campus residence, Block D. In conclusion, the Health Services Department encourages students to take an active responsibility in preserving their own health and adhere to care prescribed.
My name is Sibongile Munzara. I'm the student counsellor. With me in attendance in the department is my colleague, Ms. Rachel Ndebele. The department is manned by licensed counsellors who are affiliated to the Allied Health Practitioners Council of Zimbabwe for professional regulation and healthcare standards. University life offers a less structured living and learning experience for the student that comes with great freedom. Great freedom comes with great responsibilities for the student and others around them. It is normal in such circumstances for students to feel overwhelmed by the life's demands. Therefore, the counseling service comes in, offers a space for the students to explore their vulnerabilities and their abilities in a way that they'll manage their challenges. The Student Counseling Department seeks to offer services that promote, support, and enhance the mental well-being and life skills empowerment for the modern university students. The department offers free and confidential counseling services on a one-to-one basis. We also do group sessions to cover issues of public interest to the students. Our consultations are between 8 and 4:30 during the normal working hours. However, consultations outside those normal working hours can be arranged with the department. To enhance our service delivery, we have partnered with strategic stakeholders in the student wellness agenda. We've got partners like Say What, M20 Women's Forum, Contact Family Services, so that we offer an effectual service, a comprehensive and effectual service to the student body. We also offer psychosocial support for the students, where we help the student deal with the relationships, the breakup and the demands of the relationships. They also come in with family dynamics. We deal with those as well. We also offer bereavement counseling for the students, help the student deal with the loss of loved ones. We deal also with developmental and transition issues, where the student is helped to deal with identity crisis and loneliness and homesickness. We also deal with life skills development. At this juncture, we do have a peer educators program. This is a program for the students, by the students, where the students are helped to find their feet within the university, in the new university life. The students can reach out to the peer educators. There's a well-equipped support center at the student race, and they can actually connect with these peer educators through their Facebook page, NUST Choice Champions. For more information, students can log on to the Student Affairs website and check out all the services that are there. Maybe to add on to that, we are also a sexual harassment support center. In that regard, we are saying, if any student encounters any sexual harassment while studying at NUST, they should report all incidences. The university will endeavor to support and protect that student against any victimization or intimidation that might come with that report. We do have safe reporting structures that are there within the institution. The student can report through their departmental chairperson or the counselors or the dean of students or any other responsible person within the university. But if it's a sexual assault, we encourage the student to report immediately within 72 hours to the nearest health institution or to the police for post-incident care, and then later on to the institution for support. Research has it that for students to achieve their academic potential, they have to maintain mental health. So it is important for students to seek health, to adopt health-seeking behaviors for them to maintain their mental health. Students can find the counselling department at the student dress above the clinic and or in office WG8 at the West Wing in the Student Affairs Department. Asking for help is not a sign of weakness, but a sign of great strength and wisdom. Look after the inner person. Recognize when you feel you need support from other people. And importantly, speak up when you feel you are overwhelmed by life's demands. Stay connected to your psychological lifeline, the Student Affairs Counselling Services. I wish you an enriching and stress-free study at NUST.
My name is Judith Siziva. I'm the sports administrator here at NUST. My role here is to make you play. As a unit, we provide recreational activities to promote your sporting life here at NUST. My department is housed in the main administration block, that's WG8A, WG9, and WG11. We have qualified sporting personnel to handle your sporting needs here at NUST. I work with Miss Madoda, who is the administrative assistant of the sports office. There is also Mr. Kazenga, he's the secretary. We also work with qualified coaches to nurture your sporting talent and also to take you through the fundamentals of sport if you are participating for the first time. We also work hand in glove with the Sports Council, which is a board of or made up of captains of different sporting activities. In addition to that, there are janitors in the sporting field that will meet. They handle your sporting kit and equipment. Come and register, and the membership is renewed annually. Ladies and gentlemen, participation in sport is very, very important at university level. Of course, our primary goal as a university is academic, but we realize that due to stressful nature of university life, due to assignments, presentations, you go through a lot of pressure. So come, and you are welcome to come and participate in sport of your choice. Sport relieve pressure, they relieve stress. It is also said that a healthy body houses a healthy mind. You also, when you travel, you also meet friends based on social grounds when you travel for sports to other sister universities. And the people who participate in sports are said to not to participate in unhealthy behaviors like smoking, like taking drugs. So please come and participate in sports, and then you will enjoy your academic life here at NUST. As a university, we offer 19 sporting codes or disciplines to both male and female students. We offer athletics, table tennis, darts, football, netball, volleyball, basketball, cricket, pool, taekwondo, handball, hockey, martial arts, or you can say karate, rugby, and swimming. NUST students are involved in various internal, regional, national, and international sport competitions. These include interfaculty games. These are games where student teams participate in from different faculties. For example, you take Faculty of Commerce, you participate against the Faculty of Medicine. You take Faculty of the Built Environment, and then you participate against the Faculty of Applied Sciences. Then we have the Vice Chancellor's Games. These are games organized between staff and students, and these ones usually take place soon after the graduation ceremony. We also participate in league games. For example, our handball, our volleyball, our basketball teams are involved in provincial leagues here in Bulawayo and outside the province. We also organize friendly matches and invitational tournaments to help your further your sporting needs here in the university. Our teams also participate in the Zimbabwe National and Paralympic Games. We also participate in the ZUSA Games. These are common games where we participate with other sister universities here in Zimbabwe. ZUSA means Zimbabwe University Sports Association, and these games happen annually. ZUSA is affiliated to ZITISU, that means Zimbabwe Tertiary Institution Sports Union. These are games that are organized between teachers' colleges, universities and polytechnics here in Zimbabwe. ZITISU is an affiliate of KUXA. KUXA Games mean Confederation of Universities and Colleges Sports Association. These are regional games. We have managed to field teams for KUXA Games. They have managed to travel to Zambia, Namibia, South Africa for such games. We also participate in All Africa Games. These are called FASU Games, where all African games participate. This is the Federation of African University Sports. We have traveled to Ethiopia, we have traveled to South Africa, Namibia for such games. Lastly, we also participate in World University Games. These are Federation of University Sports. We have managed to field teams for these games: tennis, ladies basketball, and athletics. They managed to travel to Russia, China, South Korea, and Taipei. In 2016, we managed to field a 3x3 female basketball team which traveled to China, Xiamen for such games. Last but not least, our cricket team are part of the Red Bull Campus Cricket World Finals. The last edition was hosted by Sri Lanka. I wish all the students a fulfilling and rewarding academic, social, and sporting experience here at the Great University.
My name is Peter Zwide Khumalo. I am the Director for Student Residencies, Campus Life, and Catering. My office is WG 2021, and my secretary that assists me on the work that we do on accommodation is on WG6 in the western wing of the administration block here at NUST. Accommodation at NUST is very limited. We have very few bed spaces within the campus itself. But students stay on campus hostels, and they also stay at Rose Flats and Pillow hostels. Those at Rose Flats and Pillow hostels are normally medical school students, and they do not stay on campus. The on-campus accommodation is normally available to all other faculties that students come into NUST for. Now, there are students that cannot get accommodation at NUST, and it is the bulk of those students that find themselves having to look for accommodation in private houses. We, however, as a university, also try and negotiate for places for students to stay in the urban center in some flats that are owned by private individuals. You will find a space to stay in at YWCA, particularly for the female students. You will find space at Beckel Place, and you will also find space at Nico's house. There is also student accommodation space that we've acquired at Enterprise House. Those places provide accommodation specifically for students that are coming to learn at NUST. Some students, and most of the students, are actually sourcing accommodation in private houses. They negotiate with private house owners and negotiate even for the rentals. What is most important is that the agreement for the stay of the students in these houses is between the landlord and the student. And NUST as a university encourages that the link between the student and the landlord must be extended to the parents themselves, because at some stages there are certain negotiations that take place that relate to rentals, and sometimes if a student is not feeling well or has a problem health-wise, it is important for the landlord to know the parent and communicate with him or her. And the parent is also at an advantage if they know where their child is staying, because there are other issues that arise when students stay out away from home in terms of behavior, in terms of health, and also conditions of learning. What is important there is that NUST takes these people that provide extra accommodation to the students as part of NUST, and we encourage them and visit them to encourage them to provide academically conducive conditions of stay for the students. Students on campus will find a bed and a mattress, and therefore they need to bring their own blankets. They will also find the refrigerator in their place of stay and stoves so that they can cook themselves, because at the hostels there's what we call self-catering. Students are taught to grow up and be responsible for their own livelihoods and be able to cook for themselves. There is Wi-Fi to encourage students to study on their own even after classes have been attended. There is also a clinic around close to where the students stay, and counseling services which helps the students that find themselves under stress. Education is a stressful exercise, and we do provide counseling services there very close to where they stay so that they are helped when there is need. We have the hostels run by a warden, and under the warden we have what we call sub-wardens and janitors that actually clean the hostels. So there is cleaning of the hostels. There is also all the advice that the students that need from the warden and the sub-wardens. Students also have an opportunity to be led by floor reps among themselves that they elect for different activities. And the different students at different floors can actually compete on different activities that are guided and led by these floor reps. So there are opportunities within the hostels that students can participate in under those floor reps and under the control of the warden. Students are considered in the university as human beings, and there are certain activities that can be within the expectations of the university, and others that might find they are not within the expectation of the university. And therefore, the university has got rules and regulations to guide the students on their behavior, and those are coming out in the yearbook as Ordinance 30. Now, those rules and regulations apply to students that stay on campus. They also apply to students that stay out of campus, and they can be used for guiding students on their behavior and also on disciplinary measures that need to be taken should a student behave outside the expectations of the rules of the university. Campus life section is very important as far as the university student is concerned. Having said that, the comfort of the student is what matters in this university, we also consider that their activities outside the classroom are very, very important. And campus life is one that provides that kind of a setup, an out-of-class curriculum for the students to participate in and also to engage in activities that they are interested in activities that they've got passion in, and those can be clubs and societies. And it is important that students should be members of one or two clubs and societies so that they can actually engage in out-of-class activities, so that they don't get tired of reading and learning. But at the same time, while they engage in out-of-class curriculum, there is an opportunity to learn because they network with other students, they engage with other students, there are other entrepreneurial activities that they can participate in. I've already indicated that there is opportunities for networking, opportunities for engaging other students that might have knowledge in different areas, an opportunity for also showcasing one's skills, which may not have an opportunity to be showcased in a normal classroom situation. So it is important that each student, when they come to university, needs to find out what club or what society they need to participate in. There are opportunities, if you join the right club, to also get engaged in regional competitions and international competitions. We have important clubs like the Debating Club. We have other clubs like Nectars, which are involved in competitions and also in entrepreneurial competitions. We recently introduced the HALT Prize Club that also gets students involved in competitions of entrepreneurial nature. And these two, Nectars and HALT Prize, have enabled students to travel worldwide and also regionally for competitions. As I speak right now, our students have been involved in world competitions as members of NUST. And participating in clubs and societies, therefore, is very, very important for any student when they come to university, so that not only do they learn maths, science, and other subjects, they also learn how to live with other people, because it develops them into people that can live within society.
My name is Tomson Dube. I'm the university chaplain at NUST. Our office is housed in the Student Affairs Department on WG 22. Everything is set for you as you come for your orientation, because we are ready for you. Every other time, every other year, we receive students. Some of them come from backgrounds where they have never been in a church, or where they have just seen people fellowshipping from afar. But when you come here at NUST, we welcome you with spirituality, because we love you. Welcome to each and every service that we will conduct here on campus. So please, do not be wayward, because we have you covered right here at the university. I will be your pastor for the next 4 to 5 years. Talking about spiritual satisfaction, we care when it comes to student needs in terms of spirituality. We conduct worship sessions here on campus. There is also issues of social emotion. Those are taken care of with student groups that are here on campus. We have rooms that students can find themselves to go in and just get time to do worship and fellowship, especially pursuing your beliefs here on campus. We also provide spiritual counseling. You heard earlier on that there is a counseling session, but when you are affected on issues of spirituality, we help you to come out of those situations right here on campus. One thing that you need to understand is, when you are coming with a spiritual issue, you don't need to put an appointment. We have an open door policy. Like I said, in the student wing, next to the director of campus life and catering, you will find our office is right there. You just walk in and we discuss if you have got issues that you need to be assisted in. We also respect people's identity. We don't just go about talking that so-and-so has come to see me, he has done this. So you need to be very free to come and we work. We don't overjudge you, we're not over-judgmental. We maintain confidentiality, and we also have a listening ear. So if people don't listen to you wherever you have been coming from, we will listen to you right here, because we want you to enjoy your stay here on campus. We have so many groups that are here on campus. Like I said earlier on, you might have come from, say for example, you were going to a Roman Catholic church way in Mutare there. When you come here on campus, there are Catholic groups that are meeting here. There are Pentecostal groups that are meeting here. There are Muslim groups that are meeting here. Any faith-based organization is found here on campus, because what happens is all those church groups are registered in the chaplain's office, so that we keep a record of who is here, and as a result we regulate your coming here on campus. So we have many activities that happen. Sometimes the students go out for exit periods, and they go out there to just fellowship alone. prayer retreats where they go out there, make arrangements, and they preach, and they spend a weekend all out there. So you look forward to joining a church where you have been going, or you find a new church. That group will be here on campus. As the university chaplain, we are encouraged to be ecumenical. Ecumenical means we also are into supporting other groups, like the Catholic Heads of Bishops is a group. We have got Evangelical Fellowship of Zimbabwe. We have got the Zimbabwe Council of Churches, and we have the other one called Judas Caesar. These are some of the groups that represent various church denominations. So the office of the chaplain has a link and a relationship with those organizations. Sometimes they do help us when we are in need. They sometimes send in their pastors to come and help out with students that belong to their church right here on campus. There is a facility that we have here as NUST. We know that we don't live forever. Some students, like we heard when the Dean of Students was talking here, she spoke about some people that commit suicide. She spoke about students that also have died in the past. When such an incident has happened, we then come in as NUST to facilitate under the compassionate levy. It's merely a token of assistance that NUST provides. We then help the family of the students with just some bit of money that will go a long way in contributing to the burial of the students. As the NUST chaplain, I'm mandated together with the Dean's office. We visit the students that are in hospital. We visit the families of students that have been deceased. In fact, the whole department of the student affairs, we are mandated to just be there when the family needs that other extra arm to lean on, because we are there for the students. So we visit, we go and bury the student, we go and be with the parents as they go through the grieving process. Also, to add to that, when we talk about students, we always talk about students. We don't normally classify them and say this is international student, but when you are also an international student, we also assist you with your application of student permits and every other thing to renew, and we will also make sure that you are not harassed by the system when you come here into the country and be part of the student. So, you are most welcome to walk into the chaplain's office, and you'll be supported and facilitated. As a church, as a ministry, we are here for you. We also are in link with Zimbabwe Association of Chaplains at various state universities. So we can always link you with other universities. You have what are called students' university visits. Sometimes we move here as Christian Union and we visit MSU, or we visit UZ, or we visit GZU, depending on the arrangement that they would have made. So, welcome. We thank you.
My name is Tembile Gondwe. I'm the Chief Secretary for the Department of Student Affairs. My role as the Chief Secretary is to welcome students and to direct them to relevant heads or sections where they need assistance, and also to make appointments if they want to see the Dean of Students. The orientation starts on the 2nd of November up to the 15th of November. You can find us Office WS4, West Wing of the Administration Block.
That, in a nutshell, ladies and gentlemen, is the Division of Student Affairs, the services that they offer, and their availability and where you can find them. We work as a team and we put our students first. I know some of the things are not possible, but we try our very best. We are hoping to see you on campus. We are looking forward to that when you come for your main orientation, which is scheduled for the 2nd to the 14th of November. Look for us. The professionals have told you where you find them. If you have questions, do not hesitate. We are always, welcoming you. We always welcome you when you come to us. So we wish you well. We wish you a happy academic journey. And remember, stay connected. Because if you are not connected, that's when problems arise. Thank you very much.